So we have started like cos A, cos B, cos C, how to find. And sine law we have started now. Today we are moving to some numerical. Write down first numerical. First, write down the question. Write down the question. You are having a triangle. One triangle is given. Okay. This is 60 degree. 5 x. This length is 10. PQR. PQR. You need to find the value of question is find the value of x. Find the length PR. Find the length PR. Okay. Now solve this. Easy only like this angle is
Yes, sir.
see. See what I'm doing. This angle, this angle, this angle. You can take this angle is A. Let us say this is B. Okay. This is C. Opposite to this angle B, this is B. Small b. Opposite to the angle C, this is C. Side length C. Opposite to A, this length is small a. Okay. So if I write like what is cos B here, cos B will be A square plus C square minus B square divided by 2AC. This is what you have learned. Cos B. Clear?
Yes.
Now I apply all the value like what is cos B? B is given how much? Cos 60. A square. That is 10. C square. That is 5. B is what? X. X square divided by 2AC. A is what? 10. C is what? 5. Cos 60 is half. Clear? So it will be what? Top 100 plus 125 minus x square. In the downside, 2 multiply 10 multiply 5. So 2 cancel. It will be what? 10 5s are 50. 50 equal what? 125 minus x square. Clear? So you tell me what is the value of x? X comes out to be 125 minus 50, 75. So x will be length cannot be negative 5 root 3. This is the answer. Okay. So right.
1 minute, sir.
Hmm. Now moving to the next topic. Write down direction cosine and direction ratios. Write down. Write down direction cosine. Direction cosines. Okay. So what is this direction cosine? Just see, look at here. If I draw any vector, for example, if I draw x, y, z, x, y, z, let us suppose x, this is y, Clear? This is Z axis. And if you draw any vector, for example, you have drawn a vector like this. This vector is O A. So let us suppose OA vector is A vector. Its magnitude is A. Clear? Then let us suppose this vector is making certain angle with X. This alpha with Y, it is beta. Clear? With Z, how much angle? Gamma. Clear? A vector I can write like this. How can I write A vector? AX I cap plus AY Z cap AZ K cap. Okay. Now, if you drop a perpendicular on x-axis, then this AX means what? This is AX now. If I ask this is AX, okay, clear? So if I write what is cos alpha here, cos alpha is what? This is A, this is E. Okay. In this triangle OAE, cos alpha will be base by hypotenuse. What is base? This is base. Okay. Hypotenuse is A. Clear? Similarly, cos beta. If you drop a perpendicular on y-axis, this is what? Projection. AY, we can say AY. Okay. Clear? And if I draw this triangle separately, like this, look at this carefully. This is A, this is O, this is Q, this is beta. Clear? AY, clear? So cos beta will be what? Base by hypotenuse. Here base is, this is 90 degree. AY is base. Hypotenuse is A. Okay. Similarly, this is making an angle gamma. Okay. This is like A alpha is this with x-axis. From Y, it is making beta angle. From Z-axis, it is making gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma are the angles made by our resultant vector, that is A vector with X, with Y and Z. You can write also alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, beta and gamma. Okay. Are the angles made by A vector with X, Y and Z axis. Clear? X, comma, Y and Z axis. Okay. Understood? So in the similar way, actually, you should imagine like this cos gamma. Cos gamma, cos alpha is ax by a. Similarly, cos gamma, it will be what? Az by a. Okay. Cos alpha is ax by a. Cos beta will be ay by a. Cos z is what? Cos gamma is equal to what? Az by a. Clear? What is ax? A by az. Ax is this. Look at carefully. Ay is this. Okay. Az. This is known as direction cosine. This I have written. This cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Cos alpha, cos beta. Clear? Cos gamma. These are known as direction cosine. Okay. We are representing this direction cosine by cos alpha by L, cos beta by M, cos gamma by N. So this L, M, N, these are direction cosine. Clear? So L, I just represent L is equal to cos alpha. M is cos
Excuse me,
beta.
sir.
Okay, you didn't write. Please write.
I don't. No, sir. I don't understand cos gamma.
Cos gamma is Az by 8. Actually, in 3D, now I can't. How will I make you understand? Just see. It's 3D shape I will draw, then represent. Wait. I will draw 3D shape. Actually, in the home, if you imagine, then you will understand. Don't worry, I will explain. Look at here.
Yes.
Let us suppose this is z-axis. This is z, okay? Z-axis, x-axis, clear? And this is y-axis. Clear? You please tell me if a vector is like that. Vector is this. Okay? If I drop a projection on z-axis, how will you draw? On x-axis, if you want a projection, you will drop a perpendicular on x-axis. Clear? Similarly, if I want projection on like where? Like on y-axis, I will drop a perpendicular on y-axis. Similarly, here it will be like that. Like that. This is gamma. Just understand. Actually, imagination is required. How will I make you understand? X in your home. In your home, there are three at the corner. Floor xy plane. Clear? Floor is xy plane, and one is the vertical height. You can check. That is z-axis. Take one vector in your home. Just imagine. Draw x y z. Okay, x y z like this. X y z in your home. Just check. Consider this. You should take z. Okay, this is y. Take one vector. Put the vector here. Initial point of the vector is O. Like this. This vector is a 3D vector. It is neither in x nor in y. It is 3D plane. Like this. Okay. Imagine. Clear? Now take the projection of this vector first on
Yes, sir.
xy plane. Okay. Take the projection of this vector in xy plane first. Then take the projection of this vector in what? This yz plane. This is alpha from x-axis. Clear? This is beta from y-axis and the gamma from z-axis. Clear? If it is in 2D, 2D
Yes,
space,
sir.
then I can visualize. You can visualize easily like. If it is 2D, like I can show, like if a vector is like this, 2D only means x or y. Okay. This is alpha from x-axis and beta from y-axis. Then easily like I can show you like this is ax, this is ay, and this is a. Then cos alpha is base by hypotenuse ax by a. Similarly, cos beta is projection length, projection length by total length of this vector. Okay, that is a. Similarly, cos, if it is in z axis, then z will be like this. I have shown like this. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so from z axis, if I take z axis, then it is like it is in this vector is not like that in 2D. It is 3D plane. Clear? That's only I can say, like you should imagine. Similarly, cos gamma is az by a. Clear? So this L is L, M, and these are known as direction cosine, which I have written here. M is cos beta, N is cos gamma. This L comma N, L comma M comma N, this is known as direction cosine. Direction cosine will give the direction of vector. Okay, direction cosine. Clear? These are known as direction cosine. Any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Now, even if you want, like if you try, then you can imagine. Okay, imagination is very important. Now see, this x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, and if I like take any vector, this is a body diagonal. This is at this point and this origin. From origin, like if I draw any vector like this, okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
This is alpha from x-axis. How much angle is made by this vector from x-axis alpha? Similarly, from beta from y-axis like this. Okay. From z-axis it is gamma. Okay. From z-axis how much?
Gamma.
Gamma. Clear? Now you tell me, if this is the vector. Okay. If you take a projection of this vector, where if you draw, you can, what you can do, you can project a vector parallel to itself. Clear? If I ask you, like take a projection of this vector in xy plane or if yz plane, how will you take? Clear? Its projection on, if I draw only z axis, this is z axis. Clear? This is x axis, this is y axis. Okay, clear? And if I draw a vector like this, it is like that. Okay, then how much angle is making from z?
That is
Gamma.
gamma.
And if I ask, like vector is like this. Okay, if you take a vector, how will I show? Hmm. Hmm. Then projection of this vector, this a vector, okay, its projection on z axis will be, it is it is like that. Okay, actually in how will I make you understand? X, mm, 1 minute. Are you understanding cos gamma?
Yes, sir.
Actually, I'm trying, but actually, how will I make it? It's 3D shape, na? I was trying. Hmm. Again, if I try, because we should try. This is the reason. If I take a vector like this, clear. Then if it is alpha, this is alpha. If I take a projection of this vector, it will be like this, na? X axis, y axis. Now this is z axis. Let us suppose I have taken like this. Then projection of this vector will be like this on xy plane. Okay, this is a projection. It is making some angle with a xy plane. Okay, then this a vector which I have shown here, same a vector I have shown here. This is the projection of this vector.
Yes, sir. I think I understood now, sir.
Now understand?
Yes, sir.
Actually, if you drop a perpendicular on z axis, it will be like that. This is az and
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Now I understood.
gamma and this is a. Cos gamma is az by a. Okay, on x. Now, if I show you xz, then why it is difficult? Okay, now understand like cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, az by a.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually,
Understood.
these things are little bit tough to understand, but I want to make you understand with the help of these things. L
Sir,
cos alpha, cos beta. What?
after you drew that projection, I understood.
You understood now?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So this actually these things takes time. See, this cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma is cos alpha is denoted by L, cos beta is denoted by M, cos gamma is denoted by N.
Okay.
Clear? So this L, comma M, comma N, these are known as direction cosine. So if I have written this direction cosine will tell us what, how much, what is the direction of vector. Clear? What is the direction of vector? Simply direction of vector who will tell direction cosine. If I say like if like L is 0, let us suppose 0 degree, M is 0 degree, and N is 90 degree. Then this is telling what? With X axis it is making 0 degree angle, with Y axis 0 degree angle, but from Z axis it is
90 degrees.
90 degree. Clear? Then how will you draw? If I ask like this X, Y, Z, L, M 0, L with from X axis it is 0, from Y axis it is 0 degree, but from where?
So that is that actually it's 90 degrees.
Hmm. Cos alpha, cos beta is what? So it is in the
Zero.
where in which plane it is? Simply like if I draw simple this vector like this, one vector like this, a vector like this, parallel to x axis. Then here alpha is 0 degree. Okay. This is y axis, z axis. Alpha is 0, beta is what? Angle from y axis. Beta is 90 degree. And from z axis, how much angle? 90 degree. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So L is equal to what? L is what? Cos alpha. That is cos 0. That is 1. M is cos beta. Cos beta. Beta is 90 degree. So it is 0. Clear? Similarly, n is what? Cos gamma. Here, cos 90 0. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So this cos alpha is what? Cos alpha is what? 1. So what is cos alpha? If you look at carefully, ax by a. Cos beta is clear. Cos gamma az by a. Okay. Cos alpha value is what? 1. So ax is equal to a. Understood? Cos beta is
Yes, sir.
0. So ay is 0. Clear? Similarly, cos gamma is 0. So az is 0. Then a vector, if I ask you like what is a vector, how to write, that is axi cap, ayz cap, c cap plus az k cap. So a vector will be a I cap. Rest of the things are 0. 0 I cap plus 0 z cap. 0 k cap. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So alpha, beta, gamma is the direction cosine. It will help us to find in which direction our vector is. What is the direction of vector? Simply, it will not help us to find the exact vector. It will give the direction only. And if you know the direction of vector, you can easily find the vector. You know the length of vector, but you don't know the direction, because in vector we need direction. Then who will tell the direction? Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma will help us to find the direction. Okay.
Correction.
And this ax, ay, az, this is known as direction ratios. Little I will just first understand direction cosine. Direction cosine is cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. It will help us to find the direction of a vector. Next, like if I draw a vector like this, for example, this is our x, y, z. X, y, and this is z. If I draw a vector which is in the xy plane, it is making an angle 45 degree with x-axis, 45 with the y-axis, y, and it is z is perpendicular to this. Then here alpha is what? 45, beta is 45, and z is perpendicular to this since it is in the xy plane. So gamma is what?
90.
90 degree.
90.
So if I ask what is L, direction cosine, L comma n comma L comma n comma n. So L is what? Cos alpha.
1 by root 2.
Cos 45 1 by root 2. Okay.
M
M
also
is
1 by
what?
root 2. N is 0.
Cos
M
45.
is M is
Very
root
good.
2. N is 0.
Very good. N is 0. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now if you look at carefully, you know that alpha, beta, gamma will help us. The how this vector is inclined with x or y, z. What is the direction? Simple direction. If even if I'm not drawing this vector, now if I write alpha 45, beta 45, gamma 90, then you can draw this vector. Okay, you can draw this vector by your own if you know the direction. Now if you know this simple, what is ax? Cos L, ax by a is what? Cos alpha. Cos beta, ay by a. Similarly, cos gamma with z axis, az by a. Clear? So what is cos alpha? Just now you have solved 1 by root 2. Okay, then ax will be what? A
1 by root
by
2 it will.
A by root 2,
A by root 2.
A by, okay.
Root 2.
And next thing like,
0.
if you look at carefully, AZ is 0. Understood?
Yes.
And if you, one more thing I will tell, first you write this. If any vector is given na, this AX by A is what? This AX by A is what? A cap. AX A cap. Unit vector along x-axis. Vector upon its modulus. Unit vector na? A cap along x-axis. AX vector. Not A vector, I think what I say like okay. Actually, vector in the form, not you can write like this. First understand. I will tell. First you understand this. Understood? I will explain.
Yes, sir.
So AX, you know like how to write the vector now? A vector will be
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
AXI cap plus AY Z cap plus AZ. Understood? So what is AX? A vector,
Yes,
that is AX. Okay, like this. A by root 2 common. I vector plus J vector. Clear?
yes, sir.
Is it clear? Tell me.
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Now, one property is there. You know what is L is equal to cos alpha? Beta is equal to, sorry, M is equal to what? Cos beta.
Cos beta.
N is equal to what? Cos
Cos gamma.
gamma. If I ask you like L square plus M square plus N square, what is this value? L is what? Cos alpha. Cos alpha is what?
Cos.
AX by A square. Cos beta AY. Cos gamma AZ by, okay. Here like AX square plus AY square, okay, divided by A square. And what is this A? Under root AX square AY square plus AZ square. And square of A square will be what? AX square AY
Square
square.
plus A y square plus A.
So can I say this is A square top numerator? A square y
Yes, sir.
square. This comes out to be 1. So L square plus M, this is very, very important property. Okay.
Yes, sir.
L square plus M square plus N square is 1. If they can ask like direction, cosine, these things. Okay. It is right.
Completed, sir.
Completed. Now see one more thing. See, I have written like this cos. If I written like A vector is what? AXI cap AY is A, AZ, K. If you divide both sides by its modulus, that is A. Okay, clear? Understood? So what is this A vector by A? It is what? Unit
A
vector
cap.
along A direction. Unit vector along A cap. And what is this AX by A? Cos alpha. Clear? AY by A plus cos. Clear? Similarly, AZ by A cos. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Or you can write cos alpha is Li cap plus M into J cap plus N into K cap. Okay? Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Now, if a question is given like unit vector, like B cap, unit vector along B, clear? 2I cap plus 3J cap plus 4K cap. Then this is L, M, N. Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, direct value they have given. But if they have written like only B vector, if they have written like this, under root, what is like, if I ask like, not B vector, any vector like, I need to find other. See, this is unit vector, okay? If it is given like any C vector, uh, C vector, for example, any C vector is given like this, 3I plus 2J plus 6K, okay? Then never say this is L, this is M, this is N. No, that is wrong. Here like C vector 3I cap plus 2J plus 6K. This 3 is what? CX. Like I have written AX, CY,
Hmm.
CZ. Okay. Here like they have mentioned direction cosine directly. Cos alpha is what? 2. Cos beta 3. Cos gamma. If I ask like cos alpha is what? AX, sorry, BX by B, that is 2. Okay. But I am telling like how to find a direction cosine in case of that you already found. If BX like BY by B 3, BZ by B 3. Sorry, it is 2, 3, 3. Yeah. My meaning is that. Okay. Here like they have mentioned like what? Direction, this is known as, this is not a direction cosine, clear? If they're asking you here like cos alpha is what? CX by C. CX is how much? 3. And what is C? C is the magnitude of this. How to find C? C will be under root coefficient of I square, coefficient of j square, coefficient of k square. From here you will get C 9 plus 4 plus 36. How much? 49, that is 7. Put the value of 7. This is cos alpha. 3 by 7. That is L. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, cos beta. Find cos beta. Cos beta is Cy by C. That is 2 by 7. That is M. Cos gamma 6 by 7. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Modulus of C is 7. Understood? This is clear to you or not?
Yes, sir. It's clear to me.
Any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
So this, if somebody is writing now, like what is that? A vector is equal to AX I cap plus AY Z cap.
Yes, sir.
This is direction ratios. This AY AX AY, this is direction ratios. Okay,
Yes, sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
So today's lecture, like if I ask one question to you, write one question, write down a question. A vector P, we have a vector P. This vector is making an angle alpha with x-axis, beta with y-axis, okay, and gamma with z-axis. Clear? Then find the value of sin square alpha plus sin square beta, okay, sin square gamma. Find this value. Option I am giving. What is this value? Option I am giving 1, B, option 2, 2, option D, -2. Solve this. Tomorrow I will discuss if I take class. Tomorrow maybe may or may not. Polymer okay. Today,
Yes, sir.
revise this topic again, direction ratio, direction cosine. Clear? Direction
Sir,
ratios is clear. I didn't write here. AX, AY, AZ is the direction ratios, okay? Projection, you know projection which we have learned.
yes, sir.
AX, AY, AZ, that is direction ratios. See, this is I'm explaining. Okay, look at it. You know that L square plus M square plus N square equal to 1. What is L? Cos square alpha plus cos square beta. N is what? Cos square gamma equal to 1. Cos square alpha we can write 1 minus sin square alpha. Cos
Hmm.
beta 1 minus sin square beta. Cos square gamma 1 minus sin square. Okay, equal to 1. So it will be what? 1 plus 1 plus 3 minus 1, 2. Okay. So direction cosine will give the direction only. It will not tell us any projection value. Direction ratios, actually it will tell the how much projection it is making with x or y, z. Clear?
Yes,
Understood?
sir.
I'm
Yes, sir.
explaining these topic in such depth because reason is that many students don't have any clarity. What is direction ratios? What is direction cosine? If unit vector is given like if I give unit vector, they are thinking that is direction ratios. In the unit vector, whatever I have written, that is not a direction ratio. Direction ratios is the projection. Simple projection with x, with y, with z. Simple. Direction ratios help us to write the vector. If you want to write the vector, you need direction ratios. Clear? With the
Yes, sir.
help of direction ratios, we can write the given vector. Direction cosine help us to know the what is the direction of a given vector. It is in the xy plane. It is parallel to x-axis. It is parallel to y-axis. How is it? If I say vector is having the magnitude 2, 2 Newton. A force is acting 2 Newton. But where? Force is a vector quantity, na? So 2 Newton, it's a modulus. That is length of this magnitude of force. But I'm asking like in which direction this is acting? How will I understand like this force is acting like this, or like this, or like this? How this force is going to act? Is it like is this force is going in the 3D space or in 2D? It is acting or in one dimension. Okay. How will I understand? With the help of direction ratios, I will understand. If I make a force like this, it is parallel to x-axis like this. It means here beta is 90, gamma is 90, alpha is 0 degree. If I say alpha is 0 degree, if I write direction, if I simply write direction cosine, if I write 1 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, 1 minute. If I write direction cosine like L comma M comma N, if I give the direction cosine value 1 comma 0 comma 0, it means what? With x-axis, what is the angle? 0. With y, 90. With z, 90. Then how this force, this 2 Newton is going to act parallel like this. It is going to act like this. If it is a mass, okay, if this is a mass, on this mass, this force is going to act like this. Okay. Is my mobile and this pan is visible to you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So simple. What I am explaining, just maybe my uh, like background, but I think you can visit next time. I will take care. Okay. This mobile is my like object on which this force is going to act like this. Okay. Then how will I understand this force is going to act like this only? It may be like this. It may be going like this. Okay. It may be going like this. With the help of direction cosine, I will understand how this force is going to act. Clear? In which direction
Yes.
this force is going to act? Right, up, down, or like this. Okay. On this object, how this force is going to act? Who will tell us? Direction cosine. How much it will act? Who will tell us? Direction ratios. How much it will act? So who will give the modulus value? Direction ratios. If you want to write, you can write. So this is a lecture. Thank you. So, in the next lecture, I will discuss volume of parallelopiped and scalar triple product basics. We will go. Okay, you should learn the things in depth. Believe me, if you
Yes,
learn
sir.
in such depth, JEE Advanced, JEE Mains, any NEET, if you want to try NEET question also, you can solve any question. Foundation just like a joke for you. Concept clarity is very, very important. And believe me, once you have that much clarity of numericals and concept, numerical later, first concept. Concept clarity is very, very important. Here, if you want to crack any exam, conceptual clarity is utmost important of any topic. Go in depth. I'm not saying I'm teaching everything. You should follow books also. And never say I always, never say I'm the book. No, I'm not a book. I'm simply faculty. I always suggest my students always follow one book. Sidely learn from there also. Because reading skill also is very important. Clear? So thank you so much. Valamika, take care. Bye bye. In the
Thank you,
next
sir.
lecture, I will start parallelopiped and scale triple product. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Understood today's lecture?
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.